Hey guys, and welcome to your midweek video. It's Carrie here with It's a Carrieful Life, and John and I are actually camping in the casita, which it's a beautiful day. Someone had asked a question about our tent, our bigger tent that we had, clamshell style tent that we had gotten from Cabela's. And I thought, you know what, let's bring it on this trip and let me answer your question by doing a video on the tent. So to get started, the question was, can you talk about your tent? I'm really curious about the awning of this tent. There's pros and cons, and I will go over them with you. We're going to talk about what we like about this tent, what we don't like about this tent, and why when we camp in the casita, we still bring a tent with us. So let's get this video started. Okay, so the first thing to know about this tent,
it's big and heavy.
It is very big. It comes with this case, and it is Cabela branded. Do you know the weight of this tent, John?
Oh, I want to say, I don't remember. I don't remember. We'll put it in below.
You can pause your screen and also read this. Okay, here's the specifications actually. The poles are fiberglass and aluminum. The weight is 49 pounds.
49 pounds plus, I use our other stakes. These are about 10 pounds here for as much as I can. These are just really super heavy duty stakes. We bought a base camp tent. It's like a really good hunting tent, and there's a spot to put like a wood stove in it and that kind of stuff. And so I use the stakes from that tent to do most of the staking, and then I use these stakes for the smaller spots that those big stakes can't get into.
When we put this tent in the back of John's truck to bring with us, it takes up a lot of the bed of his truck.
And I have a long bed.
So these are the only poles that come with the tent, and we'll show you the whole setup of this. Technically, you can set this tent up with one person, but it is a lot easier to do it with two people.
Yeah, we'll do it with one today so they can kind of see it. But,
yeah.
It's honestly, it's only easier with two people because it's so heavy.
Yeah.
If it was lighter, if it was half the weight, this would be a single person job all day long.
Well, the smaller tent we have that's like this is a one person.
Yeah.
I've set it up. If you watch my video when I did some solo car camping, that's why we bought the smaller one. And I'm able to set it up by myself.
Really easily.
Yeah.
Watch the video and see.
It was my first time, okay?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's the awning.
Oh, is that the awning?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not pop that up. No wonder.
So in order to get the sides out, you literally just pull.
Which way do you want the awning?
Facing this way to the out.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So again, you just take the loop, you hold the tent, and you pull. That easy to get these out. And pull. Okay, so John's gonna go inside the tent because, as you can see, this is the top, which is collapsed down. So John needs to actually get inside the tent to pop the ceiling up.
Yeah, we might have to move this a little bit more.
So John's gonna go inside the tent and follow him in here, and he's gonna pop up the ceiling just like that, and all of a sudden the tent is standing. Now, what you see here is the awning. Now, the awning is completely attached to the tent. There is no detaching this awning. And I know the person that was asking this question, they were specifically asking about the awning with this tent. So
that's what we don't like about it.
Yeah, what we don't like about this tent is you cannot detach the awning. You have to put it up. You can see it's a great cover. You know, John's putting the poles in to steady it. There's guidelines that can, you know, withstand in wind. However, I can't speak what it's like in wind because I've never had it up in really windy conditions. But we're gonna take a walk under it so you can see all the space that you have under this awning. It's very tall. I'm 5'11", can touch here. So it's very tall. Anybody's gonna fit under here. It's nice. You can just set your chairs. And obviously, if we have a fire, we're not gonna be able to have it up. But this is what we don't like about it though. You can't detach the awning. So with this tent, what we do love is the walls on the outside are already attached. If you don't want the walls up, which it's very cold, so we're gonna want the walls down, you just roll it up and then the rolled up wall can live up there, and all of a sudden you have this screen material. So here's a side view of the awning. And then let's take, obviously, the full front of the tent is screened in. So if you did want, if you're using this tent for privacy to get changed in or whatever, you could technically put this awning down and it would cover your entrance, but you'd have to push it out of the way in order to get out of the tent. So coming inside the tent, you can see it's very spacious. The temperature is insanely warmer in here and we just put it up. Super tall. Anybody's gonna fit in this. This is a huge tent. I wouldn't say John and I were the smartest for buying this size tent. If you're gone for like a week to 2 weeks camping trip, or you're traveling across the country, this would be ideal because this, you know, our casita isn't very big inside. This can get you out of your trailer. We've set up an outdoor kitchen out here when we were camping on the Olympic Peninsula. We've had our oven in here. It's a very cozy spot. I typically put our rug down and it's very warm in here if it's chilly outside. So for that, I love to have this space just to get out of our trailer and kind of cozy up, but still feel like we're outside. And again, you'll see all these walls around me. We have, let me flip the camera around. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 walls. All of the walls come up, and this is truly just screen material. This zips so you can be completely enclosed. Coming out, John is staking it to the ground.
Whoa, I think I must be hitting some asphalt on this one. Or a roof.
But to get a perspective, this is how big the tent is. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera really how big it is, but we love it. This was a great investment. Again, when we're on like weekend trips, we'll bring the smaller one I got, which I think is like 6 feet across, versus this massive beast. But we wanted to answer that question by a video and show this, so you can kind of get an idea. Let me get out of the sun so I'm not blinding you. So you can get an idea of the size, and one of the poles fell. We got to fix that. But really what this awning looks like. What do you think, Jess? What do you think of the tent? Would you give it 5 stars? You're just looking for squirrels. What? Are you looking for squirrels? This is his view right now. So yeah, guys, that's the setup of the tent. And I hope it gives you kind of a good perspective seeing it set up and what it looks like on the inside, just to give you a better idea if this would work for you. Would I recommend this tent? Yes, I would recommend it 100%. If it isn't gonna bug you to have, you know, the awning 100% set up all the time, that's great. I would not want this tent in like really windy situations, even though there's lines that can hold it up. I don't know, I feel like when you have an awning up, it's just kind of a wind sail. We've had a tent up before that was caught in a windstorm that actually broke. And so I don't know if I love that you can't, actually I don't like that you cannot detach the awning. I wish you could. Because this just by itself in wind is great. It's totally staked down. It's just, I feel like the awning becomes a sail. So I would recommend this tent. That's the only dislike I have about it, is that it doesn't detach. And the other thing I don't like about it, and I'll raise this up if you can see it. Let me flip. That's the other thing I don't like about it, is that it is Cabela's brand, you know, branded. We didn't have a choice, and you know.
Yeah, I would say the other thing with the awning is, even if the awning wasn't detachable, we haven't found a way to take these out easily. Because if we could just take these out and roll it up,
Oh,
and
yeah,
put it out of the way, it would be really cool. You know, and that way it could still stay on. But
can you even take these out?
I'm sure there's a way. I haven't been able to figure it out. This is a huge, like, you'd have to bend that pole so much.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. There might be something in the middle that we could do. I don't know.
The crows are being very loud. So we have a little wind now. I mean, John is staking it down pretty well, but you can see some movement. So I hope that this helped answer some questions that you have about this tent, and hope it helps make a decision whether this tent is right for you. So I am gonna end this video here with the crows in the background being loud, but I am so glad that you joined us for this video. I hope you found it helpful and have a little bit more insight on what this tent is like and what it's about. All right, guys, sending you peace and love, and I will see you on the next video.